Oh, jumbo honey bun. But theirs is way different. Theirs is like completely covered in frosting. Why are you laughing?
Something that shouldn't go on the pod. I was just thinking that jumbo honey bun. Never mind.
Sure.
I'm out.
She's out. Yeah, there's...
Cut all that. Cut it out. Welcome to the Snack Show with Jami Fallon.
We're just a couple gals snacking our way through life and talking about it.
Sipping and laughing and snacking and chatting.
Majors!
Food tastes better with funny friends.
I just laid the snack down is what I'm saying.
Ooh. This is your first time in a podcast studio?
Jami, why in the HE double pretzel sticks did we start a podcast?
It's a great question that I don't remember the answer to. Fallon, have you had your stomach growl in the most embarrassing place?
Oh, yes.
I was in a meeting the other day and my stomach was doing all of the presenting. Awkward. Well, Grab the Gold has delicious snacks that keep you full and are made from clean ingredients. Plus, they have an addicting taste and fit right in your purse.
Oh, I love it. So, Jami, like I do, I did some research on the history of Grab the Gold, and guess what year it was created?
I have no idea.
1990.
Okay.
By Danielle Ontiveros. When she was 16, she developed that recipe in her mom's kitchen that continues today. So over 30 years later, they continue to handcraft simple, high-quality ingredients in small batches while improving the lives of customers they care about. The snack bars include their chocolate peanut butter and jelly flavors. Oh, boy, do we love that PB&J.
Amen.
That subtle taste of fruit just gives it a little extra something that's perfection, in my opinion.
Never embarrass yourself again with a growling stomach. Shop Grab the Gold line of products today. They are available all over the country, or you can ship them straight to your door. Go to grabthegold.com and use code SNACK25 for 25% off your first order. Never be embarrassed over a hungry tummy again. Grab the gold in your life and treat yourself to a fulfilling, yummy snack.
Jami Louise Crockett, welcome to the Snack Show, my friend.
Thank you. Wow, with the full name. We are excited. I don't know that when I got called the full name, I usually was in trouble. So I'm having like a slight sort of raised level in my panic. But other than that, I'm feeling great.
You know what? I'm trying to rewrite that soundtrack for you. I want you to own your name and really be proud of it. So we're just going to do that one episode at a time. Does that sound good?
Okay, great.
Okay, Jami, what are we talking about today on the pod?
Today, we are getting controversial.
Like we haven't before.
Well, that's true. As I'm going to say, today's episode is Hostess versus Little Debbie, which also sounds like we could be at trial. And you can call me Judge Jami.
It does sound like a high-profile court case up in her.
It does. I was actually on the set of Judge Judy once, so I feel very ready to do this today.
As a plaintiff or the fence?
Neither. She was not there. I worked in LA in my first year of college, and I worked on the studio lot where Judge Judy and Judge Joe Brown shared a stage. They would just switcheroo the seat and stuff for the same. So it looked like it was one set, but they could like flip-flop.
Oh, wow.
And so I got to sit in the Judge Judy chair once when she was not filming and we weren't supposed to be in there. So.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
So anyways, I've been Judge Judy. I've been Judge Jami for about 19 seconds in my life. So I am ready for today. I've eaten snacks. I've judged things. Here we are. Hostess versus Little Debbie.
Love it. Who will you be representing today?
I will be representing Little Debbie.
No, I want to represent Little Debbie.
So it sounds like this trial's going out the window pretty quick because we're both on the same side. Which honestly is more shocking. Any other episode we turned into a trial,
I know.
We would have both sides represented and it would get hot.
You know what? Well, maybe we can just pretend that our listeners are Hostess fans. And so we're really going to try to bring them over to the light side. You know, we're just going to sweet talk them, if you will.
I have wow. With the mom joke over there, the dad joke. I don't dislike Hostess. I kind of made myself a running tally when we really kind of needed to dig in because if I'm really honest, I didn't know which was in which of all of them. Some of them I was like, wait, which one's that?
Sure.
And there's definitely a few Hostess things that are near and dear to my heart.
See, and my
waistline.
True. For me, I will say. All of my love is for Little Debbie. I don't think I can pick one Hostess snack that I like more than Little Debbie. Because there's like many forms that are like...
There's one in Hostess that's the GOAT for me.
Fists are up. I'm ready.
But I'm saying everything else. There's nothing to compare it though in the world. Okay. First of all, before we get into this, Fallon, our historian.
Yes.
Did you do some research for us?
You know I did.
Okay.
Okay. So starting with Little Debbie. What year do you think that they started production of Little Debbie Little Debbie snacks?
1940s?
Close.
1930s.
Okay, so I need to be a little more clear. Starting production under the brand name Little Debbie is a different year than when they opened up their first bakery. So let's start with, when did Mom and Pop, which their last name is McKee, the McKees.
1933.
Don't look, and it was 1934. That's
the Little Debbie website that I have pulled up.
No, I have it here, and it literally says,
weird.
In 1934, he and his wife Ruth bought a small failing bakery.
1933, O.D. McKee begins selling 5-cent cakes for Becker's Bakery.
Yeah, so that is true. A year later is when they actually opened up the bakery.
Oh, that's
so I was going up the bakery.
Got it. That's not in here. 1935 is the oatmeal cream pie, which, have you had the double-decker oatmeal cream pie?
No, but you just took away one of your quiz questions I was going to ask you.
Oh, well, what's the first thing they came up with?
Yeah.
Question?
Yeah.
They are in Tennessee? Who knew?
You know what? You asked me to bring my history, facts, and research.
Okay, can I tell you?
And all that you're doing now is stealing my job.
Here's what happened. I Googled, because I was doing my research for the show, retired Little Debbie snacks.
Yes.
And retired Hostess snacks, because I wanted to see what's not around anymore that maybe used to be. And this is the page that came up, and it's just wide open here on my browser. Okay, continue on. Teach us.
Will you close your browser, please?
Okay, I'm going to a different one. Yep, I'm gone.
Okay, great. So 1934, they opened this small bakery. And guess what city? Don't look.
I'm not on
your
it.
eyes.
Look.
Okay, your eyes peered down.
I don't know. It's in Tennessee.
Get excited. Chattanooga.
What?
Yes.
Isn't that where the moon pies are made too?
No, that is in Bell Buckle, Tennessee.
Man, southeastern Tennessee really
Killing
knows
the
what's
snack
up in
game.
the sugar department.
Mm-hmm. So I just think we just decided where our first road trip is going to be.
Sounds great to me.
Don't you think?
Yeah. Wait, okay. Is there an actual Little Debbie?
Yes. This is the best part. So when O.D. McKee and his wife Ruth were coming up with this cake concept, this snack concept, they were like, we need to give it a cute name, and decided to name it after their 4-year-old granddaughter, Debbie.
Oh, so is she still alive?
She is. Yes.
She's got to be pretty old. So if in the 30s she was 4?
No. Sorry. So hold on. More facts are coming at you. 1960 is when the Little Debbie company actually started. So they had this bakery for many years. And
so Debbie's like our mom's age.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
She's
Debbie she is killing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if you're just like Little Debbie and nobody knows? You're just walking around life being one of the most famous people on the planet.
You know, I think her and her brothers and sisters are the leader, like part of the leadership now in the company. So someone knows, but we didn't.
Okay, let's road trip to Chattanooga and let's meet Deb. I want to meet Debbie.
I think we can make it happen.
You, me, and Debbie.
It's like you, me, and Dupree. Remember that movie?
Oh my gosh, our own rom-com. You, me, and a sugar company. Love abounds.
I love it so much. So yeah, that's how Little Debbie started. So really, it's more like a family-based company. Really sweet, smaller, grew to be really popular. Which I love a true underdog story, so I'm all about it.
I just saw on a random inside of Google, it says Little Debbie snack cakes were designated the official snack of the 1982 World's Fair.
I believe it.
In Knoxville, Tennessee. This is a tangent we can't get into, but why did the World's Fair stop? And what were the point of them?
Did it stop?
The World's Fair?
Yeah.
What did I say?
No, I'm saying did it stop?
Oh, yeah, they haven't happened in a while.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because we focused on the Olympics.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. There's a plate from the Seattle World's Fair, I think, at my parents' house. It was my grandfather's, like a commemorative plate that you hang on the wall. Anyways,
someone just said actually they haven't ended. World's Fair haven't gone anywhere. It's just America that has moved on.
Oh, because that's where the Eiffel Tower came from. That's where the arch in St. Louis, right? I think came
So I
out
guess
of the Space Needle.
We just must have stopped participating.
The U.S. was like, we don't need any more structures in our country.
Unlike the Olympics, the World's Fair for the U.S. has stopped. So who knows, Jamie Crockett?
All right.
Who
Well, things to
knows?
take up with our government.
That's true.
Okay.
Do you want to hear about Hostess?
Yeah. Tell me about
So
Hostess.
this is a little different. This is more corporate, which is why I don't like them as much because it's not like a sweet family story. So Hostess started because they used to be a bread company originally called Continental Baking. So that started in Kansas City, Missouri. And they wanted to start making a sweet snack line. And so they started making, what did you think their first product was?
The Twinkie?
No, the squiggly cupcake.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And so they decided to name that product line Hostess.
Okay. I didn't know until researching for this that Hostess made products that weren't sweet.
Yeah.
And as I was looking at their product line on their website, I was like, hot dog buns?
I know, right?
Excuse me?
So that I think that was part of the well, maybe not the hot dog bun, but bread was really the beginning of Hostess, and then they started to do their sweet line.
I will say Hostess has a much smaller product line than Little Debbie.
They have 23 products versus Little Debbie's 47.
Wow.
I did some counting earlier because I was pretty
Look at
impressed.
you. That is impressive. Okay, so let's just cover Hostess quickly.
Yeah.
And then we can move into
The goat.
Yeah. HVLD. Hostess v. Little Debbie.
Oh, love it.
Okay, Hostess. Twinkies.
Hate them.
I love a Twinkie.
Why? They're so bland and
They're
dull.
so good. I just love anything that's cream filled.
See, and that's where you lost me. I don't like the cream filled.
Yeah, I do. I love a Twinkie. I also really love a Snowball.
That's maybe my second least favorite.
Well, here we are.
Back to our slivers.
At least we're consistent.
Or our majors. We haven't
who knows?
decided.
I don't know. Those are my two. Those are my two Hostess where I'm like, there's not anything that compares. I also remember loving a Honey Bun when I was little.
Sure.
But I think it was because it was the only option. I don't know that if I had an array of things, I would pick a Honey Bun right now.
Okay. And that was Hostess brand Honey Bun. Because,
Yes.
Little Debbie does also have Honey Buns. I don't want you to think
They don't
you...
call them Honey Buns, though. Because a Honey Bun, I think, I could be wrong, but I think it was named Honey Bun. Trademark. TM.
We'll look into that.
Okay.
Okay, the only thing I like about Hostess, guess what it is?
I don't want to guess. Just tell me.
The chocolate cupcake. It's the only thing I like with the squiggles.
Those are good.
Yeah, those are good. Which is interesting because it is filled with cream. It's that chocolate topping that I really love.
Yeah, I like the zingers too. Sometimes if that's the only thing in the gas station, which is like a Twinkie shape, but the cupcake sort of consistency.
Jamie, I don't mean to break it to you, but Little Debbie is Honey Buns.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And Hostess, I think, is... Okay, well, they both trademarked Honey Bun, apparently.
All right. Well, that feels confusing.
Oh, Jumbo Honey Bun. But theirs is way different. Theirs is, completely covered in frosting. Why are you laughing?
Something that shouldn't go on the pod. I was just thinking that Jumbo Honey Bun. Never mind.
Sure.
I'm out.
She's out. Yeah, theirs...
Cut all that. Cut it out.
Theirs is covered in frosting versus Little Debbie's is just like a little glaze on top. Like a little honey glaze.
Okay. I think the Honey Bun that I remember is the Hostess one.
So the one with the white frosting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, interesting.
I'm telling you, all roads lead to frosting
It's
in
true.
my spirit.
I get it.
Okay, so that's my Hostess.
So your thoughts on ding dongs?
Am I going to turn one down if one's presented to me?
I think so.
Probably not.
Oh, I would.
Ding dongs are the ones that were covered in the foil.
I don't know about the packaging. I just know what the treat is.
Yeah,
It's
and I
chocolate
think those
cake covered with fudge.
Mm-hmm, and they would be they would make it into a lunch pail
Yep.
situation.
Yep.
So that's where I'm at on Hostess.
Okay. I don't have much to say because I am just not a Hostess fan.
Okay.
I think the only time I would participate in Hostess, and I haven't even done this in, I can't even remember how long, but to go to a gas station and pick up one of those chocolate cupcakes.
Yeah, I did.
It just seems
I
like-
got a zinger a few months ago. I remember in a gas station.
Oh.
As I looked at the product line, I do feel shocked that there's so much comparison between Hostess and Little Debbie because
So
there's
much.
not a lot of, I mean, other than they both make like sweet sort of bakery type treats, I guess. That must be it.
Yeah, it's true.
But they're really, they are in different lanes.
I wonder how much they rip off one another.
Yeah, I don't know. Or like, what's the actual rivalry happening?
Sure.
Like, is this like the homecoming game and like we're going to go steal your mascot because we don't, I'm thinking Saved by the Bell in my comparison for this, but I just want to know, like, do they care? Are they on each other's radar?
Or does the world care? And they're like, yeah, you guys, we're fine.
Good. We're good. I just want to know if there's some like underlying shenanigans we don't know about. I love a good bakery shenanigan, don't you?
I do love a good bakery shenanigan. I will say Hostess seems to be the more popular one, which is interesting.
But if they're corporate, maybe that's a...
Well, now Little Debbie is corporate.
That's true.
So by numbers on social media, which we shouldn't follow because we're worth more than just likes. But it seems to be that Hostess is way more popular than Little Debbie.
Who's ever running Hostess's socials? Good on you.
Well, I kind of compared both, and they're very similar. Both of them are very cheeky. They're both within the times. Some good memes on both of them. I don't know.
I love that you checked their socials. I would never have crossed my mind to be like, what's on Little Debbie's Instagram?
Oh, yeah. Well, I am now following the real Little Debbie, meaning that's not her, but that's the handle for Little Debbie Snacks is the real Little Debbie. I will say one thing that Little Debbie has done that Hostess has not stepped into is ice cream. Did you see this?
Well, I do know that there's a Christmas tree ice cream.
And that is Little Debbie.
Yes, because I wanted to try it at Christmas, but I refused.
Another thing about social media.
Not refused because it was going to be gross, but refused because I just couldn't add one more thing of sugar into my life in the month of December.
Sure. Another thing about social media and how Hostess is winning out, the Little Debbie account hasn't been updated since 9 weeks ago during Christmas. Ooh. And Hostess was updated like an hour ago, so I don't know. There might need to be some turnover over at Little Debbie.
Or maybe there has been some turnover.
Oh,
we're in the
sneaky
current crisis.
Maybe.
Okay, Little Debbie.
Yeah.
Do you have a hierarchy, like top 3 of your favorites?
I mean, I grew up on Little Debbie. Like, Little Debbie is my childhood. So I'm very excited to talk about my hierarchy. I actually made a list of ones I love and ones I don't love. There's about 10 that I love and 3 that I don't love.
Okay, I didn't make that. I just made a few that I love, and I could give them a hierarchy if I need to.
Okay, great. Well, let's just share them.
Life is full of twists and turns, moments of growth, and moments where we need to feel like we're taking a few steps back. It's important to show up for yourself through all of it.
BetterHelp Online Therapy will assess your needs and can match you with your own licensed professional therapist in less than 48 hours. 8 years ago, I went to my first counseling session, and it's been the best decision of my life.
It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It's professional therapy done securely online, and the service is available for clients worldwide. You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your therapist. You can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, so you don't have to be on camera if you don't want to. Getting therapy every week is as easy as a few clicks on your laptop or phone.
BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change therapists if needed. It's more affordable than traditional offline therapy, and financial aid is available. BetterHelp is a great way to show up for yourself and invest in your well-being because, well, you deserve some inner peace.
Visit their website and read their testimonials that are posted daily, like, Whitney is great, she is easy to talk to, helps me see new perspective, and offers affirmations. Or, Justin's absolutely amazing. He brings a new perspective that is supporting me through this process. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they're recruiting additional therapists in all 50 states.
This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and they have a special offer for the Snack Show listeners. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/snackshow. That's 10% off your first month of online therapy at BetterHelp, HELP.com/snackshow. Coming in at number 3, Jamie Crockett.
Fallon, you go first. I feel like you're always doing this to me. You go first. Start.
It's
Coming in at number 3, Fallon.
Coming in at number 3 will be oatmeal cream pies.
Okay.
Mhm.
I want to hear all three of yours before I give all three of mine.
Okay, great. I love them because oatmeal is one of my favorite cookies. The cream in the oatmeal cream pies is just like, it's not too sugary. It's just like the right amount
I'm
of
telling you, if
frosting.
you haven't tried a double-decker, it's going to change your life.
Is that cream cookie?
Yes.
Bringy.
It is a joy and a treat and a blessing for all those who partake.
Oh, I would love it.
Unless you're allergic to oatmeal, and then I'm sorry for your life.
That's
I
true.
don't know many people who are, but
Do you know what they're called?
a double-decker oatmeal cream pie. It just is the exact same logo as oatmeal cream, and then like in the corner it says double-decker.
That's hilarious. Okay, great. Yeah, I'll totally receive that as a gift.
Okay.
Okay. Coming in at number 2. I was just trying to decide what's number 2 and what's number 1 because I love them both so much. Okay, I'll say coming in at number 2 is the Swiss cake roll.
Okay.
So good. And do you want to know how I eat my Swiss cake rolls?
Aren't they just called Swiss rolls?
Okay, so this is controversy. On the website, they call them Swiss cake rolls, but I actually think on the packaging it might say Swiss rolls.
That's what I thought. I just thought they were always Swiss rolls.
I grew up calling them Swiss cake rolls. I don't know if that was a mom thing or... Yeah, okay, this is so interesting. On the packaging, it says Swiss rolls. On their website, it says Swiss cake rolls.
We got to get to the bottom of that mystery.
Right?
That feels like something to solve. Yeah, I just always call them a Swiss roll. So okay, I just want to make sure we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Swiss roll, Swiss cake roll, same.
Okay.
So the way I eat them is I open up the little plastic packaging and I flip them over so the bottom flat part is facing upward, and I slowly peel back the chocolate topping, the chocolate frosting, and then I eat that first because it actually surprisingly comes off very easily. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but
I'm just more thinking like to the psychology of why you eat so many foods so weird.
I think it's enjoying each piece of it, being very honoring of each ingredient that goes into this beautiful product, and I just want to honor each part of it. So take that, chocolate peeling off, and then I unroll the Swiss cake roll and then eat in separate sections.
You're like a deconstructor and not an eater.
Both in my heart and my mind and my mouth.
I am the Incredible Hulk of eating. Just like storm through and take what you can.
Shove it on in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think probably when I was little, I just wanted things to last longer. And so I figured out ways to make snacks last as long as possible.
Making memories, I guess.
I guess.
Okay, and so then what is number 1?
Number 1 is the Nutty Buddy wafer bars because the way to my heart is peanut butter.
I do love a Nutty Buddy so much.
Okay, you have to tell me though. Did you ever peel it apart, or do you all just chomp it in one
no,
bite?
I definitely broke in some layers sometimes.
Okay,
from
good. I was gonna say if you're not breaking those in layers and you're just chomping one bite, you are a monster.
Because it's kind of it's a big piece to eat into just as is. But I wouldn't say I'm not like you have a process every time you eat.
I do.
There's no rhyme or reason to how and why I'm eating what I'm eating.
Sure. So yeah, those are my top 3.
Okay. Well, I don't have Swiss roll on mine, but other than that, we're getting close in the same list.
Okay, great.
Number 3, the Nutty Buddy.
Oh, love it.
Love it.
What do you love about it?
I just peanut butter and chocolate is always good.
And
I also kind of like the riciness to the
wafer.
Yes.
I think honestly, Jamie, Nutty Buddy bars might be made out of reduced fat peanut butter. It's so good.
I sure hope so.
Don't you think it's probably extra sugary?
Yeah, it for sure is a sugar of peanut butter. There's very little peanut in a Nutty Buddy is my guess.
Sure.
Number 2, Star Crunch.
Oh, that is a good one.
I love a Star Crunch. Takes me back to my year as a cheerleader. I don't know why, but every day after school when we would have cheer practice, I'd pick up a Star Crunch at the student store and then head on over to practice.
Love it.
And then number 1 is the oatmeal cream pie.
Love.
And then if I were to have like an alternate, it would be the Valentine cake, Christmas tree, zebra cake, unicorn cake, whatever they all are when they're different times of year.
Yes, absolutely.
I love a Christmas tree. I love the Valentine's heart. Love.
Yep. I'm not usually a cake person, but they do those little cakes right.
Yeah. There's just also enough cream, and then there's frosting, and just like all the pieces are there that I need them to be there. Also, back to our love of oatmeal cream pie.
Yeah.
Were you a Honey, I Shrunk the Kid watcher?
I was.
Do you remember that that's what's in the grass when the kids shrink in the yard?
Okay, I will be fair and say that I was more of a Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. Like, that was the one I was really into. So it was later in
Honey,
life.
I Shrunk the Kids, OG for me.
Okay.
So they get shrunk and they're in the yard, and it is.
Are they riding ants?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the 2 siblings and then the 2 neighbors,
Okay.
kids, and the 4 of them. But there's an ant eating an oatmeal cream pie.
Oh.
And I don't remember if they say that's what it is or not.
But you can just tell.
But way to go, Little Debbie, on getting some major product placement. Also, I would like to say that thinking about that scene of them in the grass, probably once every 3 times I sit down in the grass, I think to myself, did I just sit on someone? It is a genuine concern more than it should be in my whole life. Kind of like how, like, when we were kids, they made the Bermuda Triangle or quicksand after the Never-Ending Story. Like, oh my gosh, quicksand! I'm gonna have to deal with this all the time. I'm thinking about it all the time. I think about squishing. Is it has it ever actually happened to anyone? I don't think so. Not that it's went public, but I think, what if I just sat down and squished some teenagers?
Maybe. I think you would hear a little.
I don't know, though. They scream in the movie and their parents don't hear them in the yard.
That's true.
So, anyways.
Do you feel that way about ants? Because you're doing that every single time you sit down.
Yeah, I don't care about those. Mostly, it's positive trauma. Can you have positive trauma?
Sure.
I think I have positive trauma from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Okay.
So, anyways, oatmeal cream pie. Let's get back to the topic at hand.
You know what's interesting? I just read a book that says that there's no antonym. Is that a word?
Mm-hmm.
There's no antonym to trauma.
Interesting.
Think about it. It's true. Nothing can affect you that much in a positive way that it does with trauma in a negative way. There's not a word for it.
Wow.
Isn't that fascinating?
Well, now we're at a place where I want to eat some Little Debbie. Just got to feed those feelings. You know what I mean?
Just eat those feelings.
Okay, I will ask, do you ever buy like the little powdered donuts?
I do.
Because I don't, but I know that both brands have those. And so this is a topic I feel like I know I'm leading the witness with you or we're going to get the answer, but I'm wondering.
Sorry, I just lied to you.
Okay.
Let me just confess that. I don't get little powdered donuts by Hostess. I get the chocolate covered donuts from, I'm thinking Elderbeerman. That's not the word. Edelman's.
Entemann's.
Elderman's? Entemann's?
Entemann's.
Entemann's.
Entemann's is my guess?
Yes, Entemann's.
Okay.
Yeah, those were a staple in the Klug household growing up.
Because I do know that there are donuts on both. I saw it on the product list, but I just didn't feel like it was something for me to speak into because it's not something that I ate.
Actually, it's not donuts on both. It's donuts on Little Debbie. Donuts.
Oh,
on Hostess.
Donuts.
Right?
Okay, so why do we got to change the name Donut, which is everywhere, but both using Honey Bun?
I know. I think because maybe Hostess thought was they're small donuts, so donuts.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
But still, really, how do we both use Honey Bun? I got to get to the bottom of this mystery.
We do got to get to the bottom
spend
of
some
this.
time.
Sure. Okay.
I think that covers everything for me. I will say one I don't love, but I think this is going to be a hot take on the Little Debbie side. Cosmic brownies.
You know,
people feel strongly about those. So if you're yelling at me on the other side of this microphone, I am so sorry.
She gets it.
But you know what? Mofo you.
Exactly. I will say I appreciate the fudge cosmic brownies. I won't say, obviously they're not in my top 3. I didn't name them, but I can appreciate them.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I think I'd give a pass really at any time to them.
Well, in the same realm, on the Hostess side, as much as I love Swiss cake rolls from Little Debbie, I hate ho-hos from Hostess.
Why do you hate? Because hate's a very strong word.
Because the cake in Hostess is like bumpy and like it's not like a smooth cake. There's like some sort of weird texture to it. And the chocolate doesn't fall off as easily. It's like really seared to it. So, and the taste is just not as good. It's more bland. It's not as sweet. Yeah. You know what my thought is? Ho-hos walked so Swiss cake rolls could run. Did I do it right?
Yes, you did.
Yes!
Except only if they came out first. That's the only thing we don't know.
Well, we think they did because Hostess started in 1919 versus 1934.
Because if Hostess had come out after, then...
Sure.
you can't walk after someone's run. I mean, you can.
Oh, you
Anybody can walk after someone's running.
That's what I do every time I run.
I was going to say, you have a running,
have to
running
walk
group
after.
where people are just walking after behind the runners.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
for your phrase purposes, you got that right. Nailed it. 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
100%.
Thank you.
Plus extra credit.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, great talk.
I think that's great.
Should we apologize for being so harsh on Hostess?
Well, there's not like a Debbie to have their feelings hurt,
That's true.
you know?
Yeah, that's true.
But Hostess, be a better hostess.
Hostess is not the hostess with the mostest.
Hostess ain't the mostest.
Oh,
Snap! I feel like we're done now. Cool. Oh, wait, we have snack of the week.
of course. How dare you try to leave?
Rude.
You are so rude about it.
Okay, well, let's get into some snack of the week. Fallon Clogue.
Did you forget my middle name?
And then I was going to go foul pal, but then I'd already say it. I already had the end of your first name coming out. Okay, Fallon, what is your snack of the week?
Okay, my snack of the week is courtesy of Jamie and Louise Crockett. It is a heart-shaped giant Reese's.
Tell me about it.
Well, you bought it for me. You know
I did, and
everything.
I bought one for me, but I want to know what your thoughts are on it.
Okay.
I mean, you liked it enough to make it your snack of the week, or you're just
Oh my
being,
gosh.
you're just placating me.
Well, I think placating. No, I would never. I'm always very honest with you.
Okay, great.
I will say I think it's probably my snack of the week because I was on a 21-day fast and I haven't had sugars in 21 days.
I kind of forgot you were on that. I should have noted it when you texted me that you were eating it.
Yes, it was like my big Fallon, you've done it. This is what you can eat now.
You've come out of quarantine.
That was like sunshine falling down.
How
on
do you
the
feel?
Reese's. I feel great. I feel really great. I will say today I got up from sitting down and felt a little wobbly, and I don't know if that's like just more sugars in my body than it's used to, or more like, well, not caffeine. I'm staying off caffeine still, but I don't know. My body's recalibrating with some new foods that I've reintroduced. Okay, so I will say about the Reese's Heart. I love the size of it. I mean, excellent. I cannot get enough.
It's almost the size of your head.
It's the size of my palm for sure.
Yeah.
I will say the chocolate on it is harder than I would like it to be.
That was my note to you as well, was that we needed a softer chocolate.
Yeah, it's not like the chocolate you have on the trees or the bats. It's like a really hearty chocolate.
I do understand, though, at that size, in order to have it stand up and not fall apart, the chocolate of a small, tree, egg, whatever, of Reese's, if you had it at a giant size and someone tried to pick it up, it would fall apart.
But they put it in enough packaging to make it hold in place.
I know, but if you wanted to pick up the whole heart, I'm saying you couldn't. It would fall over. And so I think the chocolate's harder for ease of movement.
Maybe.
Because it wouldn't stand up. Like how you held it in a photo standing up towards your face to me. If it was that soft chocolate, it would have flopped over and then spilled all over yourself.
I don't know if I'm convinced that it would be that heavy, but maybe. I will also say the amount of chocolate on the edges is too, you don't get to the peanut butter quick enough. There's too much chocolate. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So I was a little disappointed there, but it was a quick fix. I got rid of the outer chocolate just like an Uncrustable and just went straight for the center. So yeah, thanks for my snack of the week. I really appreciate it.
Anytime.
It was a good
When I see something in the store, I think we got to have it.
Thank you. Okay, Jamie, what's your snack of the week?
Okay, my snack of the week is I was in Whole Foods. I needed to get a few things.
Bougie.
And I know. There's a few non-dairy things that I use for baking and cooking that are really helpful that I can only get there. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to treat myself to a brown butter cookie, just a little brown butter chocolate chip cookie.
Okay.
That cookie cabinet was cleared out. I don't know what's going on, but all that was left was 2 different cookies that I was not interested. But I had already had a dessert in my heart. So then I just kept perusing the dessert section.
Sure.
I got myself a key lime cheesecake slice. Mm-hmm. And it is the snack of my week, the snack of my month, the snack of my heart, forever and ever. I love a key lime and I love a cheesecake. Your face is feeling like you're disgusted at my snack of the week, which is fine.
I love how much you love your snack of the week.
I love how much you love the process of how you eat a food. And that will be the great divide between us forever.
It will be the great divide, including cheesecake and key lime pie.
Oh my gosh.
I can't do either.
Oh my gosh, I love them so much. There's I love trail running in the summer. This is just a real quick story. And There's a Cheesecake Factory like 10 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
Several times a summer, I will be like dripping sweat at the end of a trail run. I like to trail run in the evenings, like closer, like when it's still light out, but it's not so hot.
Mm-hmm.
And just swing on through and get a slice of cheesecake to go home and
My
eat all of the
goodness.
calories I just ran off.
See, I never really grew up on Cheesecake Factory, but I always thought it was kind of like a kitschy thing. Like, yeah, Cheesecake Factory, it's not actually good cheesecake, but I
It's
feel like
Very good
since
cheesecake.
I've moved to Nashville, a lot of people visit Cheesecake Factory.
Oh my gosh, that cheesecake is legit. And I just grew up with the like no bake box cheesecake. We didn't have Cheesecake Factory where I lived either. But I love a cheesecake so much.
Oh, interesting.
So, anyways, key lime a cheesecake slice from Whole Foods
Love
is my
it.
snack of the week.
That's a great snack of the week for you.
Thank you. That's why it's only a slice and I don't just share.
That's perfect.
Okay, well, we really did it.
We did it. It was a pleasure being controversial with you. We need to smack the gavel. Case dismissed.
Oh my gosh. Judge Jamie out. All right, well, let's do it again next week.
Great. I'll eat more snacks before then.
Oh my gosh, you stole my tagline!
Gotcha.